I'm so sorry. I don't know why I can't get this scale right now.
It's all right.
Let's do a 5-note scale instead.
Just do 5
I think
tone.
I'm thinking in my head it's 5. Thank you very much. That's
all right,
better.
Here we go.
Okay.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Dee Uluirewa and this is Shekeinah Hill. Welcome to our Vocal Masterclass. We're excited to have you with us today and are looking forward to our time together. In today's masterclass, we're going to be talking all things the church vocalist. We're going to take some time and break down some of what we think are the fundamentals of being a church vocalist.
Yes, we've actually broken this masterclass into 3 segments. Okay, so in segment 1, we'll talk around what you should be doing and some of the foundations you should identify and understand as a vocalist before you come to a service or a rehearsal. In segment 2, we're going to talk about all things warming up, how to do it properly, and some important factors that go into a sound check. And in our final segment, we'll actually have a conversation around the different roles and responsibilities of a church vocalist during a praise and worship rehearsal and during a service. So Dee, before we even step foot onto a platform, we as vocalists should really be working on our craft off-platform so much more than what we do on platform. So I know that in Taya's worship leader and vocalist masterclass that she did, she actually brought in her personal vocal coach, which is Laura Tenhorn, who we love. She's a great part of our team, to actually have a conversation around the importance of vocal technique and development. You are also a very incredible vocal coach. You wouldn't say it, so that's why I get to. But as we start today, can you actually explain to us why developing your voice and understanding your voice and your different types and tendencies are so important?
Yeah, I think in terms of development, for me, I want to still keep hitting the same notes without the strain or vocal tension.
Okay, so Dee, what would you say then are some of the most common issues you're finding amongst vocalists at the moment?
Well, at the moment, I'm focusing on tongue tension because I feel like we place a lot of, it's actually like clenching. So you're placing a lot of tension here when you're singing. And the other thing is encouraging some of the guys that I've been working with to avoid using the swallowing muscles when they're singing.
So, okay, can you break those 2 things down? So when you're talking about tongue tension, what actually is that? And the same thing as your, swallowing muscles, like how could we see that? And then, are we going to see some examples?
Yes, we are. We're going to see 2 of our best.
People, you're going to see some examples today.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So if you take your finger like this and just pop it under your chin, right, and swallow, you can feel those muscles.
Yeah.
Right? So what you want to do, you want to avoid that when singing.
Okay.
And when doing your exercises. I can guarantee you that everybody in this studio is basically doing this exercise. Are they not?
Yes. I'm not seeing heaps of it, but they will.
And the other thing is tongue tension. I find that our tongue gets in the way a lot. You can see that it rides up on some of our especially high notes. Like, just yawn for me. Go, oh. So this is the position the tongue should take or should have when you're singing.
That lifted soft palate, it's my favorite. I love a lifted soft palate.
You always hear Shekeinah say, lift that soft palate.
You actually will. It's very true. That is my probably most common thing. Lift your soft palate. I need you to lift your soft palate. What a weird thing to say.
Weird thing, but it works.
It does, it does. Okay, so can we see some examples?
Yes, we sure can.
What are we going to see?
We are going to get Tyler T. Dizzle Douglas up to the microphone.
Oh my goodness. You may, as we introduce Tyler Douglas as he's coming on, you may know his brother, which is Jonathan J.D. Douglas, but Tyler is actually so much better.
I'll take it, Shekeinah.
He is the better Douglas.
Yes. Ultimate compliment.
Wow. Okay, let's work on some stuff. Okay, Tyler?
Yes, vocal coach.
Okay, so in terms of exercises, we'll usually start with the bubbles, but just for time's sake, I'm going to jump to, this is what we call blowing through the straw. So we'll put our finger here, just at the tip of our lips, put some air in our cheeks, and then we're going to get the scale happening. Thank you, maestro. Awesome. Keep going. Good. Well done. Keep going. One more. Nice. And then usually we'll take it all the way back down, yeah? For Tyler, I'll usually go up to maybe E, just above middle C or F, and then come back down, yeah?
Yeah.
To C3. Awesome. So our next exercise is a bow, because at the moment with Tyler, we're working on making sure we're not grabbing at the vowel sounds.
Yes, that's right.
So we'll do a bo, making sure this is nice and relaxed, yeah? Not grabbing anything from here.
Totally.
The B's right in the lips, okay? So for consonants, always use lips, teeth, and tongue, yeah? Lips, teeth, and tongue for your consonants. All right, let's do bows and the octave repeater scale.
Octave repeater.
Oh, yeah.
Bo 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 bo. Bo 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 bo.
Right,
Bo 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 bo.
right.
Bo 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 bo. Bo 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 bo.
Awesome. Sometimes what I'll get Tyler to do is move his head from side to side,
Favorite.
okay, so that you take the focus away from here. So
Yeah.
keep moving your head and then start the scale.
Give me a note, please, Esther.
Okay?
Bo 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 bo.
Then he's not reaching.
Bo 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 bo.
Good job.
Bo 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 bo. Bo 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 bo.
One more.
Bo 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 bo.
Awesome. Well done, Tyler.
Right there in the end.
We got there. Okay. And then usually what I'll get them to do is an exercise over the melody of whatever song we're working on. So at the moment we're working on Song for His
yes,
Presence.
Song for His Presence.
Yep. Okay. So we're doing it in the key of E, which is the original key.
I should get some lyrics out. shouldn't I?
And Tyler doesn't know the lyrics.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for
Another little, that's an extra vocal tip right there.
We need
know
to
your
pray
lyrics
for him right now.
1 second. It's right here.
Okay. So we'll do the cheeks, yeah, blowing through the
Yeah.
straw, that one, over the melody. Yep.
Got it.
Awesome.
Okay, ready? Thank you for the note, Esther. You're the best.
Right. Sing the next one.
Next verse.
Good job. Good. Awesome. Sing the chorus. Awesome. So can you just sing the pre-chorus
Yeah, that
going into the
pre-chorus.
chorus where you jump up
Oh, yeah, so the end of the
Octave, yeah?
verse. So
End of the verse,
we'll do
yeah.
the second verse.
Yeah. Just to show the difference in that,
Sure
yeah?
thing. Here we go. And I've read of stories with faith and I believe you're still restoring, redeeming everything here in this moment. May your will be done in me. Here's the chorus. So I will run like a child to their mother, to the safety of the Father,
You need to move your head.
to the place where I belong.
Good.
And Lord, your love, could I ever understand it? There's something about your presence that leaves me wanting more.
Right. Awesome. Good job, Tyler.
Very much, guys.
Proud of
It
you,
was an honor.
Tyler. Well done.
Well done, well done, well done. Second person we'll get up here is Michelle Gannon. Welcome to Michelle Gannon. We're going to be talking about, doing some exercises with regards to tongue tension. So it's just that a tendency to grab everything from here. That's what we want to try and avoid. Correct, Michelle?
Correct, Dee.
Okay, thank you. And then pop your finger here. Make sure you swallow for me.
Yep.
Okay.
You're working.
It's working. Give her a hand. It's working. It wasn't working Tuesday. It's working today. Hallelujah. Awesome. Okay, so let's do the exercise. This is basically you just stick your tongue out and just an ah.
Ah.
Okay, over the this scale. Good. Get it more bratty. So you're taking it out of here. Good job. One more. Yeah, great. Awesome. And then usually we'll come all the way back down to the A. Michelle likes to start on the A.
Specifically.
Okay? Specifically.
Not the G.
Not the G, not the F.
Nope.
Start on the A. Yep. Okay. So the next exercise is it's the NG sound. Okay. So say the word sing.
Sing.
You can feel that, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you're not grabbing here.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. So over this scale.
Same one. Full one.
1.5, yeah. Great. Watch this. I need you to move your head from side to side. Great. Keep going. Good. Well done. One more. Awesome. Michelle's just having the time of her life here. She is just living the dream. Awesome. So now what I'd like her to do is that ah sound over the melody of the bridge for the song. What's the song? Never Walk Alone. Yes, please.
The ah sound?
The ah, yeah. Make sure you're not engaging. Awesome. The reason we don't want to engage the swallowing muscles is sometimes it cuts out the sound, okay? The swallowing muscles have a different function to the singing vocal cords, that kind of thing. So you want to make sure you don't engage, okay? So let's sing the bridge of that, okay? Usually when we're going to come into doing the singing part of it with the lyrics, I like to ease into it, okay? Okay, this one likes to go straight headstrong into it, but no, we're just going to ease into it, right? So give me the bridge, please.
Every hour, every minute, you have always been there. You are faithful and you always will be.
Right, watch this.
Every triumph, every failure, you are loyal to me. You are faithful faithful, and you always will be.
Awesome. I'm just going to get Michelle to move her head from side to side.
Yep.
Okay, drop your jaw.
Do I do?
Again, 2, 3, and. Good job. Lyrics?
In every hour, every minute, you have always been there. You are faithful, and you always will be.
Great. Awesome job. Beautiful. So then we'll gradually build strength, okay? So at the moment, she's very much in a head voice, but transition more into the mix. And then obviously, I know Michelle, she can actually chest that, okay? Because I know who she is. So just baby steps, but
absolutely.
It's gradually developing.
Yeah. I love that. And what I think is really cool for even you, wherever you're watching this, is that's actually such a vulnerable thing to do. Is vocal lessons are really vulnerable because it's actually taking time to allow someone to kind of pick apart your craft a little bit.
Yep.
But it's actually what I loved about what we just got to see is the fact that we got to see a change. And that's exactly what can happen with you with actually investing into your voice. So Dee, are there any resources that you could recommend to people if maybe paying for vocal lessons isn't something that they can maybe someone afford to do or do as often? Like, are there other resources that you would recommend?
Yeah, you can obviously invest by going and getting singing lessons. Yep. YouTube has a lot of great resources. There's Singing Success on YouTube and New York Vocal Coaching. Those two sites, I kind of, I was watching the other day and I was like, oh, what's the next one? What's the next one? Got lots of handy tips and some really great exercises. So those are the two that I would recommend.
Okay, well, I love that. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us in part 1. We will see you in part 2.